All right, thank you, Meredith. Yes, we have Jacob Sevy with us. He's a senior master sergeant with the U.S. Airforce Special Operations. And welcome to the show. Thanks for bearing with the cold temperatures. I know you were having your cozy little breakfast right inside Larkspur with your family.
It's been awesome. Thank you.
All right, well, Jacob, let's talk a little bit about this program. And the group has been here since Sunday. You got on snow on Monday. And this program has been going on for about 19 years. How did you hear about the Vail Veterans Program and how did you get involved?
I spent some time in San Antonio at the Center for the Intrepid, going through some of their physical therapy, occupational therapy. They have a special operations rehabilitation program, and they recommended me for it and connected me, and now we're here. So.
Yeah, you're here with your wife and 4 kids, and they range, what, from 18 all the way down to...
7.
7?
So they're having a blast.
Yeah, this is so great. And this is what's one thing that they do is they bring out the whole family, and that's what's so nice, because then you get to learn as a family and kind of go through this process together, and then eventually enjoy the sport together.
Exactly. It's been fun. I mean, day 1, everybody struggled, right? Everybody fell, and I think day 2, nobody wanted to come out. A lot of people didn't want to come out with the family, so we talked about it, and talked about doing hard things as a family and how important that was to overcome. So after day 2, everybody's like, hey, I'm so glad we came back out a second day, and everybody doesn't want to come off the mountain now. So the boys go home kicking and screaming.
Yeah. They don't want to go back. You're going back to Texas, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's talk about what you're experiencing, because a lot of times we will see a variety of injuries and ailments and everything, anything from double amputee, and maybe they're in a sit ski, or some modifications to a snowboard. Your injuries are the kind that we can't see, and I think that's some of the most misunderstood.
Yeah, and it's I think mentally it's there's things to overcome, as a family and personally, some of the brain injuries, depression and anxiety, and all the things that follow back-to-back deployments. So it's been a blessing, really, to be able to come out and relax and kind of overcome some of those things and do it as a family. And we have our individual time and then come back as a family, and really, you really do overcome some of those things as a family and see, hey, we can make progress together.
Mm-hmm. And you were at the Center for the Intrepid, and you did a very intense program within about a 30-day period.
Right.
Tell us about that and how that can really help, change the way of thinking.
Yeah, the SPAR program at Center for the Intrepid. It starts at 6:30 in the morning and ends at about 3:30 in the afternoon. And you're doing physical therapy a couple of times a day. You're doing recreational therapy, doing yoga, which is funny for a lot of the special operations guys. And then very intensive occupational therapy and physical therapy stuff for your eyesight, your brain, your balance. And it's an opportunity to really get a head to toe. And they kind of talk about you behind your back. Here's where he's at. Here's the progress that they're making. And so, I think it would take 2 or 3 years to do the amount of work that they did in a month and really come back mentally and physically feeling like, hey, I can make progress, and I made a ton of progress just in a month. So.
Yeah. And then they said, hey, you want to go to Vail and do this. So then you're like, wait, okay. And even though you're having fun and everything, you are learning and you are training. And these are, mental exercises as well as physical out on the hill. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm glad you said training. A lot of us look at mental health as this thing that I don't want to go do. It's embarrassing, and I think when we look at it as military members and anybody, it's just training. Just the same way we go to the gym. That doesn't need to be this mysterious aspect to it. It's just training. So when we talk about going to training on a new weapon system, everybody gets it. I don't want to shoot a new gun or go ride a new motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just training, and I think that's what Center for the Intrepid helped us understand.
Yeah, definitely. And what are going to be your takeaways from this week? What are you going to bring back for you and your family?
I think we wondered a bunch of times. It's just good to reinforce. Hey, hard stuff brings us together. It makes memories. Sitting in a spa is fun, but doing hard things and struggling really brings a lot together.
Well, and you see your progress from the morning on the hill to the afternoon on the hill, and then how that I thought I couldn't do it, and now I can do it. So it reinforces it.
Yeah, I almost feel like we're cheating it over for a 4-day period. You go from feel like you're going from 0 to hero, but there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Okay. Well, I know you're heading back to Texas, but do you have plans to come to Vail? Is this going to be something You think your family will do?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. Everybody hopes so.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, we thank you, Jacob, for sharing your story and letting us know what your experience has been like here at the Vail Veterans Program.
Thank you. It's been a blessing. We're very fortunate.
Perfect. Thanks so much. All